Okay, so I'm just going to go through my results of Mind Games slowly. Well, yeah. So first up was FMC, which we started half an hour late because one of the delegates got mixed up thinking the comp was on not on the Saturday but on the Sunday. Which, you know, those things can happen. I know times where you think it's a different day to what it is. When you're like waking up and there's that sense of relief if you suddenly realise it's a weekend when it was a week, when you thought it was a weekday. But anyway, so the first attempt, I got a 39. Okay, average, you know, nothing much. I mean, it was good not to DNF. Then I got the 23, the national record, which you can watch the reconstruction video if you want. Quite lucky. Optimal was 22, which meant I could have cancelled one extra move on the insertions, but 23 is still national record, and you know, I didn't actually tech nested insertions on my thing, but Insertion Finder did say I did get optimal for the 3 corners I had after my first insertion, but I could have done a different insertion to cancel 4 moves instead of whatever was like 2, and then there was a nested one. Anyway, last attempt was the 53, which was, well, awful to be honest, but that's what happens when I want to get a mean and I can't find a skeleton. Because a lot of the time I DNF and not blind, FMC, because I just can't find a skeleton. I just run out of time, don't find anything good. There's probably various reasons, getting stuck on bad things, whatever. So yeah, like at the end I just finished a solve just so I could get a mean, because yeah, I DNF'd a lot of means before I got my first one at Worlds. Right, after that was 3 blind. So I triple DNF'd, which, yeah, I do a lot of it. Yeah, obviously that's a bad result when you think about it on the objective terms, but the first attempt was off by 2 corners and 6 edges, and the reason I look kind of happy about it in that video is because that's been playing, is it was actually way closer than I expected. I thought I'd completely DNF'd because I completely screwed up a comp, but I didn't. The next attempt, I don't know. The last one was the quickest and off by 3 corners. I mean, yeah, there's not too much to say about 3 blind. 4 blind, the first attempt, yeah, is off by quite a lot as well. I don't know why I did wrong. Those sort of things happen a lot. I think I miss slice moves or miss turns somewhat often, which is why that happens. But I always seem to be consistently able to make at least one mistake per piece type. So, yeah. Then there was 5 blind. Yeah, well, after my 2 4 blinds, I was going to do 3, but the second attempt was just so slow for my corner. I mean, my centre memo was just like 3 minutes slower than it should have been. Then there was 5 blind, which, well, it was 26-minute attempt, which is kind of slow. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, but man, I was feeling quite tired during like centre memo, and I spent like ages. Like I remember, I think I did the first, well, location I used for 5 blind, for 2 plus centres, which is the first piece type I memorised, and then the second one, I think I was just sitting there for like 3 minutes, and I got no progress, and I was feeling quite tired, which was, oh, that was not good. But yeah, so then was, after that was 5 blind, where I did 5 blind, yeah. After that was multi, got 0 over 8. I thought I went really safe and memorised put the memo really safe, and then I went X safe, but still was bad DNF. I mean, people say I should do less cubes in multi, but I honestly think it won't make a difference for me. I think the issue, what makes me DNF, needs to be identified and fixed by me, which hopefully I can do soon, and then I think, you know, I'll be able to do those attempts fine. I mean, the fact that is preventing me from doing that isn't memorisation, I think. The memorisation I had was good. You know, I spent ages on it. I mean, I could have had that in about half an hour for 8 cubes, I think. Which you know, no, hang on. I think 20 minutes to half an hour is when I spent just reviewing the whole thing about 3 times. So, yeah. Yeah, not very good. Now we get on to the non-blind events, or FMC. It was 3x3, which, you know, I had 2 bad solves, so I had a counting bad solve. Same thing for 4x4. Yeah, the averages were still alright in terms of the time. It's just unfortunate that the bad solves were there, because it kind of meant that the really good solve and the really bad solve kind of gave a slightly average, like, not horrible, but not good, just average. So maybe sort of slightly above, like you might be a little disappointed if you wanted to do quite well, but the actual average isn't, yeah. 6x6 was fairly solid, and then there was Mega Minx, which, again, I had a bad counting solve, but I didn't have a real nice counting solve, so the average was kind of poor. But, you know, I didn't practice much Mega Minx. I mean, I was practicing 3x3 and 3 blind mainly for this comp. So Auckland Summer is the next comp upcoming, which has basically all the events except for 4 blind, 5 blind, and Well, FMC. So yeah, it's got 237, 3 blind, multi-blind, and then the side events. The non-end by end puzzles. So yeah, I am going to practice 3 by only, three blind and clock for that comp mainly. Clock just because I want to keep the New Zealand standard somewhat competitive since a few people have started practicing. Just sort of keep the standard up. So I just want to get a decent average for me, and if I come like fourth or fifth, whatever, and it's a decent average, so be it. I think third or fourth, most likely what I'll place. We'll see. So yeah, this concludes my summary of mind games.